Good evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. Today is Tuesday, January the 5th, 2021. I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, Tennova Hardin has received COVID vaccinations for some of their frontline workers. Vaccinations are also slowly being distributed to Coffee County residents age 75 and up. And tax season is rapidly approaching, and the IRS has some suggestions on avoiding scammers. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6.
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
The individuals with dementia, those with Parkinson's, those that have maybe mobility issues, need caregivers. Well, those caregivers are 24 hours a day at home and they never get a rest. And if they have to go to work, they're kind of out of luck. So that's why Trinity came into existence 25 years ago, to allow the caregivers to have a safe center where they could put their loved ones, know they would be well cared for, stimulated, fed good nutritious meals, have activities to their level, and then the caregiver can stop by and pick them up and go on home and have some continuity into their life.
We know life at home can sometimes feel like you're living in a bubble. There are challenges living safely in a multi-generational home during COVID-19. Here are a few tips. Separate eating times between family members. Limit trips to the store and contact with people outside of your house. Be sure to remove your mask before entering into the main area of your home. Wash your hands and wipe off items you used through the day. Also, try using every room in your home. This won't last forever, but together we will get through this. For more information, go to tn.gov/health.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails. Welcome back. Last week, Tennova Hardin gave out their first COVID-19 vaccinations to hospital workers. We spoke with Dr. Marilyn Smith about it and got a view of the first vaccinations.
Tennova Hardin just got their first 10 vaccines doses today. We have given it to nurses, we have given it to our physicians, we have given it to staff on the front line. As the chief nursing officer, I've witnessed history making at this facility. This is very important to us. We want to make sure we protect our patients, our staff, our co-workers, our community. We have been looking forward to this. This is God sent to us, and we're very appreciative that we have this in our community to help us as we grow.
After announcing on Sunday that vaccines would start being administered by the health department at the Coffee County Fairgrounds this week, the health department is now saying that vaccines are limited and unavailable for this week. According to Alan Lindley with the Coffee County Emergency Management Agency, the health department will indeed have a limited number of vaccines at the Coffee County Fairgrounds Wednesday morning. However, the department has already booked up the expected available vaccinations for this week. So if you haven't already spoken with the health department and have a vaccine scheduled, then don't show up for a vaccine. Tennessee and Coffee County is currently in Phase 1A1 and 1A2, which allows for ages 75 and older to receive vaccines. When vaccines are available, it will be a drive-through format, according to Katie McMinn with the Coffee County Health Department. Also, there will be a pre-registration process to reduce long lines and wait times. However, more information on how to register for a vaccine appointment is not yet available. Beginning tomorrow, the health department is offering vaccines on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at the fairgrounds, with testing being performed on Tuesdays and Thursdays. However, no vaccines will be available this week unless you are already scheduled. For more information, please reach out to the local health departments in Tullahoma at 455-9369 or in Manchester at 723 5134. The Tennessee Department of Health has put together this video covering most of the myths and misinformation that has been spread on social media recently about the COVID-19 vaccinations.
Fact versus fiction. COVID-19 vaccines. You may have heard claims about the COVID-19 vaccines on social media or from people in your life. Let's set the record straight on circulating myths about the COVID-19 vaccines. Fiction. The COVID-19 vaccines were developed using fetal tissue. Fact. No vaccines are developed using fetal tissue. Some vaccines are developed using cell cultures, but current mRNA COVID-19 vaccines were not developed in that way. Fiction. The COVID-19 vaccine will alter my DNA. Fact. The current COVID-19 vaccines are messenger RNA, mRNA vaccines. mRNA is not able to change a person's genetic makeup. The COVID-19 vaccines give a recipe to the body that is used for a short time to make a protein that is found in the virus that causes COVID-19. The body sees that protein doesn't belong, makes antibodies to the protein, and when the body someday sees the virus, it remembers the protein and knows to destroy it. Fiction. The COVID-19 vaccine can cause infertility in women. Fact. There is no information to support this claim and no reason why the vaccines would cause infertility. Fiction. The government is issuing a card to prove someone has received a vaccine, which will exempt people from mask and distancing requirements. Fact. There is no card given to verify who receives the vaccine. A reminder appointment card with vaccine information is given to people when they receive the first dose to let them know which vaccine they received and when to get their second dose. Fiction. The COVID-19 vaccine was developed to control the general public through microchip tracking. Fact. There is no vaccine microchip. The vaccine will not track people or gather personal information for a database. We hope this clears up some of the misconceptions currently circulating. For more frequently asked questions, visit covid19.tn.gov/vaccine.
We'll be right back with more News Leader after these messages.
Here at Stan McNabb Collision Center, we work with all major insurance companies, and we get the job done right the first time, on time.
Well, I grew up in Tullahoma. We'd always done business with Stan McNabb, so when we needed collision service after a run-in with a deer, we knew to call those guys. We already had trust with them. We called Cody. He took great care of us. He kept us posted every step of the way, and we couldn't have been more pleased.
Getting your vehicle back to pre-loss condition shouldn't be a headache. So in the event of an accident, contact me, Cody Hall, at Stan McNabb Collision Center.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
This is the face of a fighter.
I'm fighting to keep Tennesseans working.
I'm fighting for time with my friends.
I'm fighting for football on Saturday.
I'm fighting to see my students back in the classroom.
We're fighting for our small business.
I'm fighting to keep my family safe.
Whatever you're fighting for, it's time for all Tennesseans to fight back. Until there's a vaccine for COVID-19, this is the face of a fighter. Face it, masks fight COVID-19.
Welcome back. It's with heavy hearts that we announce the passing of PHEB Productions contributor, Let's Talk Antiques co-host, and Thunder Radio on-air personality, Howard Clutter, who passed away on Wednesday, December 30th, 2020, due to complications from COVID-19. He was 80 years old. Thunder Radio co-owner Josh Peterson said, quote, Howard was the well-recognized voice, the smiling face behind the microphone, and the unbelievably friendly personality behind Thunder Radio's Swap and Shop, probably our most popular and well-known program on Thunder Radio. Holly and I are sending our prayers to Rob, Tiffany, Helen, and the Clutter family during this most difficult time. We ask that our community do the same. Howard always brought a smile behind the microphone that all of Coffee County could hear through their car radios, computers, and telephones, starting most every show with, well, hello everybody, it's time for Swap and Shop. You know, that program where you buy, sell, and trade stuff with other people. He continued to host the show up until the time of his passing, end quote. Howard was integral in much of the behind-the-scenes engineering of the radio station for the past 15 years during the tenure that the station was owned by his son and daughter-in-law, Rob and Tiffany Clutter. He gladly stayed on to continue hosting Swap and Shop every day of the week after Josh and Holly Peterson purchased the station in September of 2019. Funeral services were held earlier today. And Coffee County Mayor Gary Cordell has reached out via letter to the people of Coffee County as he continues to battle COVID-19. His battle now continues from his home as he was released from the hospital after a week under treatment at Unity Medical Center. Cordell wished to thank those who have helped him in this time of need and those who have stood tall in trying times to help others. The following is the mayor's letter in full. Quote, "For 2 days I've been trying to write a thank you letter, but I've struggled with proper words to express my feelings to properly describe and thank this healthcare team for what I've observed and how to thank all of you. I'm amazed and so appreciative for the care this team has given me. Also the compassion, professionalism, dedication, attention to detail, etc. I'm just blown away. I couldn't properly express in 1,000 words what you all mean to me and the examples you've displayed, etc. I could go on and on. A special thanks to those at all levels of serving your patients, from outstanding custodial care to the great cooks and the great food to every level of service. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I give you all 2 thumbs up. Please share this thanks with the folks at Tenova Hospital in Tullahoma and teams at our nursing homes and extended care facilities and all of our first responders, including our 911 communication team, all of our ambulance workers and law enforcement personnel, including our correction officers at the jail. I hope I haven't left anyone out. You're all important to us, and as county mayor, I'm so proud and thankful for all of you, for all that you do." End quote. Mayor Cordell is still recuperating from the virus. And after these messages, we'll be right back.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. It's a Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Many Tennesseans are wondering, do masks really fight the spread of COVID-19? A recent study shows they do. 2 hairstylists worked for several days with respiratory symptoms and serviced patrons in close contact. Both stylists later tested positive for COVID-19. 139 clients were exposed to coronavirus after being in direct contact. Both stylists and their customers opted to wear masks. No COVID-19 symptoms were identified among the 139 exposed clients or their secondary contacts. Out of the clients that were tested, all tested negative for COVID-19. Face it, masks fight COVID-19.
Welcome back. With more taxpayers and tax preparers working remotely, identity thieves are trying to use COVID-19 to scare and scam people out of their identities or money. Everyone should remember to take basic steps to protect themselves. In this video from the Internal Revenue Service, we get some tips to keep your information safe.
Hello, I'm Chuck Reddick, Commissioner of the Internal Revenue Service. Your safety and security are top priorities here at the IRS and with our Security Summit partners. Identity thieves and fraudsters are working overtime trying to use COVID-19 to scam you. For 2021, the IRS and our partners are giving you some new tools. One is called the Identity Protection PIN. It's a secret PIN known only to you and the IRS. It's voluntary, See if it's right for you at irs.gov/IPPIN. All online tax providers also are offering multi-factor authentication for almost all customers, taxpayers, and tax professionals. Multi-factor authentication protects your online accounts from cyber thieves. This is a very important safety feature. Please give it a try. Let's make it harder for the criminals. Keep your computers and mobile phones secure. Use antivirus software. Use strong passwords. Look out for email scams, especially tax or COVID related. Password protect your home Wi-Fi. Stay safe shopping online. Look for HTTPS in the web address. Stay safe, stay secure. Taxes, security, together. See irs.gov for details. Thank you.
After serving Coffee County as circuit court clerk for over 26 years, Heather Hines Duncan has notified the Coffee County Mayor and the Coffee County Commission that she will be vacating the office effective Sunday, January 31st. She has accepted a different position. When asked about her time as a public servant, Heather replied, quote, "Serving the citizens of Coffee County has been one of the greatest experiences of my life. I have thoroughly enjoyed my career as circuit court clerk. The friendships I have made and the things I have learned while here will always be with me. I have so many wonderful memories at the Coffee County Justice Center," end quote. The circuit court clerk is responsible for maintaining all court files for the circuit, general sessions, and juvenile courts. In addition, the clerk prepares the court dockets, attends each session of court, and maintains the minutes of the court. The circuit court clerk collects all fines, costs, litigation taxes, and restitution ordered by the court. Duncan last won re-election in 2018 for a 4-year term. It is unclear how the position will be filled. In a career that spans 3 decades, county government and the court system have seen many changes during her tenure. Duncan said, quote, "We had an office of 23 employees with no computer system when I started. We were accounting for all cases and court costs by hand," explained Duncan. "Within my first year, we automated, and today we use technology in every office function. We now have an additional judge, hundreds of Bonnaroo cases each year, a drug court, automated traffic citations, just to name a few of the many changes. Our caseload has grown tremendously, and we are collecting millions of dollars for Coffee County and the state of Tennessee, but our staff size has only increased by 1. I am thankful for the amazing staff that I have spent my work days with each day. They are smart, capable people who know the importance of their jobs and will continue to do a professional, efficient, and courteous job of serving the people of Coffee County. I have worked very hard to display the values that I was raised on during my time in office. It has been my goal to treat every citizen in a kind and respectful way. I have done my best to ensure that dealings with the Circuit Court Clerk's office added to the professionalism of and respect for the Coffee County court system. I appreciate Judge Craig Johnson, Judge Vanessa Jackson, Judge Jerry Ledsinger, and Judge Greg Perry, and the members of the Coffee County Bar Association who have been an important part of my professional life and for whom I share many close personal friendships. We are blessed in Coffee County with a well-respected judicial system. I am forever thankful to the voters of Coffee County for giving me the opportunity to serve as the Circuit Court Clerk. I leave with great gratification that I have tirelessly given my time, energy, and effort to make your experience with this office a very positive one. I appreciate the faith you have placed in me for over the past 26 years and for the opportunity to spend these years in a job that I have loved so dearly," end quote. We will update viewers when a temporary circuit court clerk is appointed. And stay with us, more news leaders coming up after these messages.
I'm Philip Bourne, Stanley Knapp Detail Shop Manager. Here are a few things our customers have to say about our service.
What I love most about the Stan McNabb Detail Shop is there's someone local that I can trust to pick up my car, have it cleaned, and deliver it back to me in showroom condition.
What really amazed me is when he opened the hood and looked like he had taken the old engine out and put a new engine inside.
We have several different packages and individual services to get your vehicle looking like new again. We're located just behind Stan McNabb Chevrolet dealership. Call today, schedule an appointment, and see what a difference our detail can make.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Hi, I'm Fran Gray with Alzheimer's Tennessee. When you receive a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease for yourself or someone you love, please know that you do not have to go through this journey alone. Alzheimer's Tennessee is here for you to provide support and education, all the help you may need to get through this challenge. Our number is 931-434-2348. We encourage you to give us a call. We're here to help.
Welcome back. A Shelbyville Central High School class of '87 graduate and MTSU ROTC alumnus recently became the U.S. Army Reserve's first cyber officer to be promoted to Brigadier General. Robert Powell Jr., who attended Shelbyville Central High School, becomes the 17th general officer in the 50-year history of MTSU's Army ROTC program. Powell, a 1991 MTSU graduate, earned a bachelor's degree in international relations. The university proudly announced his promotion from colonel to the one-star rank of brigadier general, which was made official during a ceremony on December 15th at Fort Gordon, Georgia. With the promotion, Powell will serve as the Deputy Commanding General, Cyber, of the 335th Signal Command Theater. He commanded the Army Reserve Cyber Protection Brigade from 2016 to 2019. He recently mobilized to support the Cyber National Mission Force at Fort Meade, Maryland. Powell, who enrolled at MTSU following Shelbyville Central High School, becomes the 17th general officer in the 50-year history of MTSU's Army Reserve Officer Training Corps program. Powell started his Army career as an armor officer with the 1st Cavalry Division at Fort Hood, Texas, and joined the Army Reserve in 2004 as a military intelligence officer. Major General Stephen J. Hager, Deputy Commander of Operations, Cyber National Mission Force, hosted the promotion ceremony. Hager said, quote, "It's a big deal to be selected to become a general officer. Out of over 200,000 people in the Army Reserve, there are less than 130 general officers. The jump from colonel to flag officer is a very competitive endeavor. This is a major event. This appointment and promotion comes with a very large commitment. I often tell leaders that when you are a colonel with 25 to 30 years, you are seriously dating the Army. When you become a general, you are married to the Army," end quote. Following Hager's remarks, Major Tish Collier read the promotion orders, and Powell's family placed the single-star rank on the shoulders of his Army Green Service uniform jacket. Hager then presented Powell with his promotion certificate, and the new general's family joined him to uncase and unfurl his crimson one-star flag. Powell thanked those who helped him during his Army career, saying, quote, "A person does not achieve this position by themselves. I would like to start out by thanking my guide for all of the enlisted who I've served with, from my platoon sergeant to my brigade sergeant major, for all of the warrant officers that have been so key to my success in my company, battalion, and brigade commands. It's a great honor to be standing here today as the first Compo 3 general officer to be selected from the cyber branch. It is very fitting that we are here at Fort Gordon, not only because it's the Army's home of cyber, but because it's the Army's home for Army Signal. It was very evident in my time at Fort Meade that information warfare is growing in complexity, and we must continue to move in a direction to address those challenges," end quote. And don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Laurel Stone with the Coffee County Community Advisory Board. We'll discuss some suggestions for New Year's resolutions, and we'll have a preview of Jim and Inge Wood's performance from next week's show. We'll have all this and more on this week's Living. And stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's got to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
My great-grandfather started it in 1900, and now it's 2020, which is 120 years. We still measure your feet, still try to help you find a good fit. We're just a good old-fashioned shoe store where we'll measure your feet, make sure you're in the right size, and help you find a comfortable shoe for men, women, and children.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
This pandemic has hit us hard, but Tennesseans don't stay down for long. We're known for our resilience, and we refuse to back down from a challenge. This challenge is no different. You might be out of work, but there's an opportunity waiting for you. We need you to roll up your sleeves and join our workforce. Right now, thousands of jobs are ready to be filled. Find them at jobsfortn.gov. Let's get to work, Tennessee.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this date. Our record high was in 1955 at 68 degrees. Record low for this day was in 1959 at 0 degrees. The average high for this day is 47 and the average low is 28. Partly cloudy for tonight with a low of 27. Partly sunny for Wednesday with a high of 50 and a low of 33. And rain expected for Thursday with a high of 47 and a low of 33. And that's our News Leader Report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. for News Leader on 6. Stay safe and have a great evening.